Alrighty then. Hello everybody, my name is Austin24 and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. The Remastered version. Yeah, we're still in the prologue. Alright then. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? I forgot why I took a break. I took a break for some reason last time. That doesn't matter, it's fine, it's fine. I have been a little... I still haven't put a proper thumbnail on it yet, have I, either? It's fine the way it is. I was gonna do one that didn't spoil too much, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's not waste any more time and continue. The Holy Grail War. It's a grand ritual that's been repeated for hundreds of years. A fight to the death between 7 participants, of which only one can survive. It's said that a Holy Grail exists in the land of Fuyuki, and that a number of mages fought over it in the past. Their one and only objective was to obtain the relic called the Holy Grail. However, the Grail's origins are unclear. Jesus! Oh. We're sure it isn't the chalice that held the blood of God. Oh, wait, hey. I jumped the gun a little bit. But its power is fearsome enough to be compared to the genuine article. That is interesting. I've never actually heard them... I can't recall them ever mentioning Jesus or God in any sense. Well, the Christian God. I mean, obviously you got Ares, you got Tia, you got Zeus, Aphrodite, all these demigods running around. But never, from what I can recall, have they... Where'd my water go? Uh-oh. That's fine. As long as it didn't spill somewhere and it's somewhere okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Not under my chair. Ah, my controller! Just means I'm gonna be coughing for a little while. Alright, my apologies for that. Throat's a little scratchy. Yeah, I don't... Have they? I mean, it's always just been kind of in the background, I think, just because, you know, the implications of the Holy Grail. Hold on a minute. Is it not full screen? There's a little line at the bottom, but I don't know if that's because of... Whoops. I don't know if that's because of my monitor or... I don't know. Sorry, ever wasting time. Alright. We're sure it isn't the chalice that held the blood of God, but its power is fearsome enough to be compared to the genuine article. That makes me also think that it isn't. Why isn't Jesus a servant? I highly doubt they'd want to touch that. That's probably why we'll never ever get, even in Fate Grand Order, we'll never get any of the angels or archangels. What's her name? The Babylon, the horror Babylon. Sodom's Beast is probably the closest we'll get to anything really biblical. Oh, Meltrelee's her summer alt was Leviathan or something, wasn't it? Oh, something to that effect. That's right! They say the Holy Grail can grant any wish. Only one person can possess it. That being said, if they did incorporate the angels, I feel like they would probably go... Various other medias have utilized them in that they take over host bodies. So I could see them slapping Michael into Artoria and like Lucifer into, I don't know, Altria or Jalter or something to that effect, or an evil, an altar. I can't think of any male servants. Why there's so many waifus? Maybe an altar Emia that already exists. Another altar. I don't know. The Holy Grail can only grant one wish for one person. Despite that, 7 mages are needed to summon the Grail to this land. 7 collaborators to create one miracle. So as you might imagine, it's only a matter of time before they start fighting over the Grail. Like so many conflicts that start as a competition over property rights, The 7 mages equally use the power of the Holy Grail to summon their respective familiars, then do battle over the Grail itself. Only 1 mage can obtain the Grail. As a result, 7 people who started as colleagues ended up in a ferocious battle to the death. That's the gist of the ritual known as the Holy Grail War, a struggle for ownership between mages. The mages chosen by the Holy Grail are called Masters, who use the blessing of the Grail to acquire powerful familiars known as servants. Saber, Lancer, Archer, Berserker, Rider, Assassin. Caster was somewhere in there, I think. 2 things serve as proof that one has become a Master: the summoning and command of a servant, and the mark of command spells to compel the servant's servitude. If you could summon any servant you want, who would it be? That's a dumb question. It'd obviously be your waifu. Or husbando. Hey, I don't know how many of you are ladies fans. Or hey, could be it's fine. Anything's fine. I'm fine with anything. First goes without saying. The archer I summoned yesterday. Or, also, to be fair, like, I wouldn't be against summoning King Arthur or Hercules because uber fans of them, or Sherlock Holmes. That doesn't mean I'm of the homosexual nature, but I'm not against that either for those that are. I might summon them for that reason too. I don't know what would be worse, summoning a wife would be all dumbstruck, or be like, be all dumbstruck because I'm your biggest fan, Hercules. Oh my God, it's Hercules. God, I'd be so cringe any way you slice it. Ugh. The archer I summoned yesterday, no, a few hours ago, to be exact, is Rin Tosaka's servant. Wait. Oh, it's still... Okay, it is still her talking then? She's talking to herself in the 3rd person. As for the 2nd, a master must closely guard the command spells that controls one's servant. This is probably the most critical aspect of being a master. When I summoned Archer, symbols appeared on my right hand, namely command spells. Stigmata bestowed by the Holy Grail upon the summoning of a servant that marks one's new status as a master. A massive amount of magical energy is compressed into these seals, whose power is fleeting rather than long-lasting. They disappear once they're used, and as their shape suggests, each mark represents a single use. Hear me. In other words, one only gets 3 shots. A master who has used up all 3 command spells can no longer control the servant, and is as good as dead. They better be your waifus. You better have a strong bond with them, otherwise, they'll backstab you. Therefore, command spells must be handled with care to the very end, since they're as valuable as one's own life. It pains me to no end that I burned one right off the bat, but it wasn't a total waste, so I chalk it up as a win. After all, a servant could turn on its master at any time. This is also true. Just because you're a master doesn't mean that they'll obey. They have free will too. If one command spell is what it takes to put a collar on him, then I consider it a fair trade. Let's see how you sing that tune when other masters have 3, and there's 6 others. So that's about it for the broader stroke of this business. Once 7 servants have been summoned, the Holy Grail War will begin. Tonight's sleep will be a fitful one. I don't know when the final master will appear, but they could be right around the corner. I wonder about that. Who could it be?
Is it morning already?
I feel sluggish. My bleary gaze goes up to the window, only to see that it's already bright outside. That's pretty late.
It's after 9. This doesn't even count as being tardy.
Sorry about that. After a drowsy check of the clock, I make up my mind to skip school today. Also a good reason why I'm not doing her narration. in her voice. That hurt my throat even more.
Body's heavy. Feels like that business mostly drained me.
See, sitting up in bed, I heave a long sigh. Not being a morning person isn't enough to explain why she feels so dull. I'm still not sure if I should... It's gonna be hard to do, but I could do it that way too. I am an onlooker in this whole thing. We are narrating her journey. I don't know. I think Archer mentioned something about it. Master would be out of commission after summoning a servant.
That's right. I summoned Archer, not Saber.
I remember it all clearly now. I'd rather not, to be honest. But it's not as if denying the facts will let me do it over. You know... Damn it. Sorry about that.
It'll take a day or so to recover my power. I'll just treat today like a break-in period.
I drag myself out of bed. A mental boxing match rages between the outside air, which is quite warm for winter, and the comfort of my bed sheets. It concludes in a 3-second knockout against the temptation of going back to sleep. I check my body in the mirror. Nothing out of place aside from the loss of hair, my usual half. I was like, wait, loss of hair? What? Wait a minute, she's going bald! Oh god, no! Whoops, that was me misreading. Aside from the loss of half my usual magical energy. What a Freudian slip that is.
Not that it's a problem.
I review the situation. Summon the servant Archer, who doesn't have an ounce of respect for his master. To make matters worse, he doesn't even know who he is. Wow, talk about a headache.
I guess that means his trump card is off the table until his memories come back. Can't expect him to use a power he doesn't even remember.
Servants are strong familiars all on their own, but what makes them truly formidable is the secret weapon they each possess. Frustratingly, Archer claims to have forgotten what his is.
It's my fault he's in this state, so we'll just have to make it work.
We're both in the same boat then. Can only pray that he'll sort his memories out, but who knows how long that might take. Good grief. Really got my work cut out for uh-oh. Whoa, I'm a... Oh,
Whoa, I might have to reevaluate my opinion of him.
The parlor is completely back to normal. I thought he'd maybe just clear away the detritus, but the room is so spotless I can't help but be impressed. He must have felt bad for wrecking the place. I doubt he would have gone to the trouble otherwise. Guess I ought to commend him for being a more decent guy than I. My leg's itchy. Still taking your sweet time, I see. Need I remind you that we're wasting daylight? I retract my statement. There isn't a remorseful bone in his body.
Good morning. You seem to have made yourself right at home.
I did spend the night after all. I took the occasion to tidy up the kitchen. I expected it to be inadequate, but it's rather thoughtfully furnished. Quite well kept for a girl living alone in a mansion. I have a headache. Why do I have to put up with a servant judging my interior decoration? Thought servants all cared only about fighting. Are you sure this guy isn't defective? Well, that's just judgy. They may be great heroes, but they have personalities too. I see you aren't in your best condition. You were so feisty last night, but the fatigue must have caught up with you. I'll pour you some tea. I hope black is fine. Acting like he owns the place. Without missing a beat, Archer produces a teacup and fills it with expensive reddish tea he's been brewing. There's a lot I want to say right now, but oddly enough, I can't work up the indignation to. The way he does it all is so refined, I've got to admit he might be rather cultured.
Fine, I am pretty exhausted, so I'll have some.
Sit down on the chair. The teacup is placed soundlessly in front of me. I take a sip. Oh, it's delicious. I expected as much since it's my favorite Chinese tea. Spring harvest. Hongsha. I'd be upset if it didn't taste good. On that note, I'd normally be upset if someone used my favorite tea leaves without asking. Makes me mad, but the tea was brewed so exquisitely that the pleasure it brings overcomes my anger. I don't think I need a voice that do it. I don't think I'd be able to emulate it as well.
Hey, what's so funny?
Well, I was going to ask how you like it, but your face tells me enough. Set the teacup down with a forceful thud. Thud. I don't think that's the voice I had for him, was it? I can't remember. Oh, what a waste. You should enjoy it while it's still hot, I can leave. If I'm spoiling the mood. It's more deep, wasn't it?
No need. Thanks for the tea. I didn't become a master to be a tea snob, and I didn't ask you to do that either.
I see. I agree. I didn't make a contract with you to be your tea brewer. I'll show more restraint in the future if that's what you want.
Yeah, you're only here to be a combat familiar.
What's wrong with a little help?
I've never heard of a servant that does household chores, nor do I particularly need one.
What do you mean by particularly?
Interpret that however you want. More importantly, do you remember who you are yet?
Just shakes his head in the negative. That doesn't bode well. If he can't remember after a single night, then his memories probably won't return easily. There are some measures I can try today, but...
Alright, I'll think of some solutions for your memory issue. For now, get ready to head out, Archer. You probably don't know the lay of the land yet, do you? I'll give you a tour of the city.
Get ready. There's no need for that, surely. For leaving, we should go right now.
You plan to walk around town in that outfit? Anyone can see that you aren't a normal person. If another master spots you, they'll know you're a servant right away. I don't plan on announcing our presence to the world.
Ah, so that's your concern. There's no problem. Well, I'd need to change clothes to blend in. That's only while I materialized. Servants are fundamentally spiritual beings. When we're out of combat, I can take an incorporeal state to reduce the burdens on my master.
ああ、そっか。召喚されたって英霊は英霊だものね。霊体に肉体を与えるのはマスターの魔力なんだから。
He's a little ball of light, like a Navi from Zelda, just floating around your head.
Okay, that's what makes you a heroic spirit. You need your master's magical energy to form a body, so if I cut that supply...
We naturally return to spirit form. In this state, servants are more like guardian angels. We can only be observed by masters connected to a ley line. Of course, we're still capable of conversation or reconnaissance.
便利。それじゃあ本当に他のマスターを探し出すなんて難しいんだ。
Wow, that's handy. That would make it really hard for other masters to locate you.
だが、魔術師は魔術師を知覚できるだろう。それと同じで、サーバントもサーバントを感知できる。
Yes, but as mages can sense other mages, servants can sense other servants. A servant who is skilled in magecraft may even be able to locate other servants from afar.
Archer hesitant in one. Masters are supposed to be capable mages, and the more magical energy the mage has, the better they are at detecting traces of magical energy.
I didn't mean... Sure. Well,
As far as I know, however, there isn't anyone else around with that degree of power.
で、あんたはどうなの？
I didn't think of one
他のサーバ
person.
ントの位置わかる？
What about that priest that was telling you about servants and that you need to summon yours by tonight or whatever?
So what about you? Can you tell where the other servants are?
マスター、私のクラスは何か忘れたのか？遠く離れた敵の位置を探るなど、騎士上がりできるものか。
Yes? As an archer, shouldn't you be good at sniping? Even if it's not a super long range. Even if it's a middle range, like archers with bows, not like a sniper rifle. I imagine to a little bit of a degree you should be able to peer far away more than a saber or a lancer for sure. Master, have you forgotten which class I am? Do you expect a knight to be able to scry faraway enemies?
He has a point.
Archer's magical energy isn't on that level. It's likely that only the magical, powerful caster is capable of easily locating distant foes. Well, that's fair too. But at the same time, I still feel like Archer would be like the most likely. Assassins possibly too, I suppose, but they'd probably be better at mid to close range intel gathering without being detected. Not so much scrying or seeing far necessarily. I guess it depends on the assassin. It's like he's locating just foes. Yeah, I read that. Okay.
わかったわ。じゃあとりあえず後についてきて、あーちゃん。
Fine.
呼び出された世界を見せてあげるから。
Then follow me, Archer. I'll show you the world you've been summoned to.
I doubt it'll be particularly new to me.
それよりマスター、君、大切なことを忘れていないか？
Moreover, Master, haven't you forgotten something important?
大切なことって何？
Huh, something important.
まったく、君、まだ本調子ではないぞ。
School.
契約において最も重要な交換を私たちは未だしていない。
My goodness, you really aren't at the top of your game. We still haven't exchanged the most critical point of our contract.
契約において最も重要な交換。
The most critical point.
Is he demanding equivalent exchange? What is this, a Full Metal Alchemist? No, that can't be it. chance to take part in the Holy Grail is already the chance to take part in the Holy Grail War is already reward enough for a servant. There shouldn't be anything else left to trade.
君な、朝は弱いんだな、本当に。
Wow, you really aren't a morning person. Archer sounds exasperated. His so sardonic manner of speech finally gives me an idea. Come to think of it, he's never once called me by my name.
ああ、しまった。名前。
Really roundabout. Gosh, he's about as tsundere as her. Really roundabout way to say that.
Oh crap, my name!
思い当たったか。
There he's blushing.
今からでも遅くはないさ。それでマスター、君の名前は？これからは何と呼べばいい？
Tell me your name first. Finally caught up, are we? I suppose it isn't too late. So, Master, what is your name? What should I call you? Archer sounds sulky. Oh man, he really is a decent person. I'm sure of it now. After all, there's no tangible benefit to exchanging names. Servants are forcefully bound to their masters by the command spells. While names are key to contracting with a regular familiar, there's no need for a master and a servant to be so intimate. But it's important to Archer. He's clearly trying to establish trust between the comrades in arms regardless of the command spells.
私、遠坂凛よ。あなたの好きなように呼んでいいわ。
I'm Rin Tosaka. You can call me whatever you want.
I answer in a clipped tone, unwilling to let slip any admiration. He'll probably just call me something impersonal like Master or Hey You, which works out just fine for me. Except Archer chews on Rin Tosaka for a moment.
それでは、リンと。ああ。
What a flirt.
実に君に似合っている。
Then written. Yes, the sound of that suits you very well. He says something really forward.
リン、
Oh, whoops.
どうした？
I wasn't expecting her to make noises.
おかしいな。
What's wrong, Rin? You look unwell.
うるさい。いいからさっさと行くわよ、あっちゃん。とにかくのんびりしてる暇なんてないんだから。
Shut up! We're leaving, Archer! This is no time to be sitting around!
Turn on my heels and storm away huffing. This is so infuriating. I'm not even sure why. Damn that Archer. Did he say that just to mess with me?
こいつなら絶対そうだ。
Bet he did. Definitely sounds like something he'd do. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. Must be all part of his plan to get me all flustered. I better be careful. Gotta work with this wise guy from here on out.
I take Archer outside. Should I call it next time? That's been a little bit. It seems like a good place to stop for me. Sorry, I know it's probably not a whole lot of juicy information, and I was wasting a little bit of time back there. I said I'll try to do it as little as possible. I can't really help it, but I'll try my best. I was just overthinking things, but yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed. I mean, one of them I have things to do. That's part of the reason why I'm cutting it here. But at the same time, if you'd like to see more longer episodes in the future, I can swing that way too if I have time, whenever I have time for that. So, that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day and maybe I'll do a poll on it. I'll do a poll now. We'll see what people want to see. So anyways, I know I'm a little poll crazy. I do a lot of them, but it's really fun. I like to hear all of what all you have to say and all your opinions and stuff. It's a good way for me to communicate with all of you. So anyways, yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day and evening. And until next time, whatever I may do, I hope to see you then. Farewell.